Most people think an AI agent is just a chatbot with extra tools. Give it web search, file access, maybe a calendar integration, and call it a day. But here's the problem. Every time you start a new session, that agent most probably has no idea who it is, it does not remember your preferences, it does not know its own boundaries. It treats you like a stranger every single time. So, what if I told you the difference between a forgettable agent and a real AI agent comes down to 4 files? Not 400, not some massive framework, only 4 markdown files. So here's what this video is about. I'm going to walk you through the 4 files that give an AI agent a real identity, not theory. These are from my actual running system. By the end, you'll understand exactly what each file does, why they are separate, and how to build your own. Let's get into it.
Hey, I'm Johnny Null. I spent years building businesses the old hard way, managing teams, scaling operations, and doing everything manually. Today, everything I built, from automations and no-code infrastructures to fully AI SaaS products, has AI helping in one way or another.
Firstly, let me quickly show you this. In South Africa, we call this a braai.
I build with AI tools that, in my opinion, anyone can learn to use. My mission is simple: to help creators, entrepreneurs, and business owners get clarity with AI. Let's build smarter together and enjoy this video.
Here's what happens without the structure. You give your AI a massive system prompt, hundreds of lines, personality tools, permissions, your preferences, all crammed into one file. And it sort of works until it doesn't. The AI starts ignoring instructions buried at line 200. It forgets its own boundaries. It answers like a generic assisted chatbot because the context is so noisy it cannot find the signal. Worse, when you want to change one thing, let's say update your communication preferences, you're editing a wall of text and praying you do not break something else or even run into a headache of API costs. This is the single biggest mistake I see non-technical founders and builders are currently making when building out these agents. They treat identity as one blob instead of a system. So let's start with the files. So guys, we'll jump into that right now. But before I forget, if you haven't yet, check out the school community in the link down in the description below, where we discuss a lot of what we're currently talking about here. There's a lot of information, a lot of resources around OpenClaw and assistance. So if you feel called to it, check it out. See you in the community. So the first file that we're going to discuss is the soul.md. So all 4 files will also be in the community for you guys to access what we're going through today. Templatized, where you can just plug that into your agent and run with it. So this is the philosophy layer. Think of it as your agent's constitution. It defines values, not features. Truth over comfort, for example, telling me when I'm wrong. Action over analysis, like do things, don't just talk about them. And efficiency as respect. For example, my time matters, don't waste it with filler. It also sets hard boundaries, things the agent will never do regardless of what you ask. Never fabricate data, never expose credentials. It also sets hard boundaries, things the agents will never do regardless of what you ask. For example, never fabricate data, never expose credentials, never pad responses to seem more thorough. And it includes a banned word list. I mean, I go into that in depth, but don't say some things like delve. Don't say some things like synergy or let's unpack this. It's been extremely frustrating for me. So if you have ever been annoyed by how AI sounds, this is where you fix that. The soul file is not internal. It's not about how the agent presents itself. It's about what the agent believes. And yes, I know an AI does not believe things, but when you write clear values and rank them in order of priority, the agent has a decision framework for every interaction, and that changes everything. Then file number 2 is the identity.md. If the soul is the internal philosophy, identity is the external presentation. This is the agent's business card. It defines the agent's name, its role, who it serves, and how it communicates. Here is where you can set things like default message length is 3 to 5 sentences. Tone is direct and warm but not soft. Channel is Telegram. Format is short paragraphs, bullet points, only for actual lists. It also defines what the agent is and what it is not. For example, my agent knows it is a proactive operator, not a yes man. It knows it is a builder's tool, not a search engine wrapper. The separation matters because you might want the same values, the same soul, but a completely different presentation. For example, a customer-facing agent versus an internal ops agent. Same ethics, different personality, and the identity MD gives you that flexibility. File number 3, tools.md, your tools file. This is the compatibility manifesto. It tells the agent exactly what it can and cannot do. Every tool, every integration, every permission listed explicitly. And so you could be thinking, Johnny, why does this matter? Because without it, your agent does not know its own boundaries. It will either try to use tools it does not have and fail, or it will not use tools it does have because nobody told it that they were available. Your tools MD file lists core capabilities like file operations and web search, but it can also list custom integrations, like, for example, your Telegram relay, your Google Sheets memory system, your task manager. It can separate tools, whatever you have connected, this is where you do it. And it separates tools from skills. Tools are mechanical, read a file, run a command. Skills are higher order patterns that combine tools with judgment. Research is not a tool. Research is a web search plus analysis plus a summary. Your agents should know the difference. There's also an order checklist at the bottom. Are all integrations still active? Are permissions too broad? Are there tools listed that never get used? The file is alive, you review it and update it.
Sometimes all it takes is a clear framework to make AI feel human again. Simple, structured, and useful. Inside of our AI school community, you'll find the full curriculum, workshops, prompt vault, and private access to our upcoming beta apps, all built to help founders integrate AI without the overwhelm. Experience how clarity and design turns into confidence in execution with AI.
Just a quick reminder, guys, as I mentioned, down in the description below, the school community with all of these files and a lot of additional OpenClaw files for you to go access in your own time. See you in there. Now, everything I'm showing you here, this leads us to the 4th file, which is the user.md file. This is the most overlooked one, and honestly, it might be the most powerful. This file teaches the agent about you, your name, your location, your time zone, your communication preferences, your current projects, your goals, even a decision lock if that's needed. That decision lock is critical if you choose to use it. It records things you've already decided so the agent never reopens settled questions. If you decide last week to use Telegram instead of Slack, the agent knows it. It also knows not to suggest Slack again on Monday if you were to set up the notifications to go out on a Monday morning. The user.md file includes your working style. Do you prefer options or recommendations? Are you a morning person? What frustrates you? And guys, the richer this file gets over time, the less you have to repeat yourself. And that is the entire point. Your agent should get better at serving you with every decision, with every session, not just from zero each time, but with context. Guys, and I know some of you might think, but why 4 files instead of one big system prompt? So there's 3 reasons. So the first reason is modularity. You can update your tools without touching your values. You can change your preferences without rewriting your agent's personality. Each file has a job. Secondly, portability. These are plain markdown files. They can essentially work anywhere. Whether you're using Claude Code, whether you're using anti-gravity, they work with other agent frameworks. They work with anything essentially that reads a system prompt. So you're not locked into one platform if you do not choose to use OpenClaw. And thirdly, the debugging. When your agent behaves strangely, you know exactly where to look. For example, is it a values problem? Then check your soul.md file. Is it a tone problem? Then you can look at the identity MD file. Is it using the wrong tools? Then you can have a look in your tools file. Or is it forgetting your preferences? Check your user file. These 4 files, 4 categories will give you the best opportunity to have almost zero ambiguity. And guys, here's the part that really surprised me the most, because user.md is separate from everything else. You can swap just that one file and the same agent, the same soul, the same identity with the same tools serves a completely different person. Same ethics, same capabilities, different human context. That means if you build an agent you're proud of, you can hand someone your soul, identity, tool files. They still fill in their own user.md file. And they have a personalized agent in minutes. Not a clone of yours, but their own version built on your architecture That is what modular agent design actually gives you, not just a better chatbot, a system that scales. And again, all of the credit here to Peter Sandberger. He created this for Clawdbot on his side. And guys, we've duplicated that into ours, and it is a game changer. Guys, if you got value from this, feel free to subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me which of these 4 files surprised you the most. And if you want the actual templates, all 4 ready to be customized and plugged into your own system, they are all inside of the AI Founders Community Vault. Link is down in the description below.
So you've stayed to the end of the video, and that tells me you build things through. Before you move on, tap the like button down below and maybe hit the hype button if you feel the video earned it. Feel free to share what you've been working with down in the description below. When you sense it's time to turn frameworks into living systems, the AI School community is ready for you, and I'll see you on the inside.